Well, in a word, I'd say it's possible. And what I mean by that, as an Asian American woman, to see Kamala Harris become the vice president elect, it is possible for someone like that. And so I am just so inspired by the possibility that her election has kind of opened up. And I would tell my grandchildren, I was there when it happened, when the first female Asian American and African American, or I should say Black American woman became the vice president. That's just what a moment in history. And I love what she says. Her mother always told her, you may be the first to do something, but make sure you're not the last. And so I'm sure there's going to be a long legacy of others like her and like me to come after.
Hamilton said, I want to be in the room where it happened, but we are certainly in the world when it happened.
Yeah, I would tell them to never lose sight of what's important to them, that there's no sequel to their life. They should enjoy what they're doing, find what they enjoy, follow their passion, and all the other things that go on all around you, the stuff that happens in DC, none of that really kind of trickles down to affect your day-to-day living. So just charity begins at home, and follow your heart. I don't have grandchildren. I have 3 children, and I can't imagine my life without them. But I told them, look, if you don't have children, you'll have 2 things that I didn't have. You get to sleep in every Saturday morning, and you won't know what to do with all the money.
So I would say this is a period of time where everybody discovered exactly who they are, and you could no longer hide behind anything, because your universe was boiled down into just how close you're going to be to everything around you. And the walls come down, and have come down. And this was the moment, I think, for a lot of people, it certainly has been for me, that I could stop. As difficult as things have been, as difficult as the work has been, as difficult as being locked down and watching the world seemingly come unglued, you don't have a choice but to find yourself, and realizing that I just don't need all this stuff. Yeah, that's what I would say.
What we'll tell our grandchildren is this is such a critical time, and what my wife and I, your grandmother and I, tried to do was to be off the bench, into the game, and involved. That's why we again, even back in the retail politics of the Iowa caucuses, would get out, would see people, and once we did find candidates that we support, we tried to spread and share that support too. That it's a very important time with all of that, with COVID, with racial unrest, to be a part of things rather than someone commenting on the sidelines.
Wonderful. Being the driver, being the pilot, and not necessarily the passenger.